Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. So today is Monday, May 1st, and I am in the very beginning of Babel. I'm only 45 pages in, and I'm really liking what I've read so far, but I think I want to take it slowly because I'm pretty sure it's going to be very intense. I'm not in the middle of anything else. I finished everything else I had going on yesterday because it was the end of the month and I wanted to finish books by the end of the month. So I want to read, I think, the second book in the Expanse series. I'm looking that way because that's where it is, and it's called Caliban's War. And then there is another science fiction series I might start because I am in a sci-fi mood. The last 2 months I've been in a very fantasy heavy mood, but I feel like I'm leaning towards sci-fi now. And I still have sort of fantasy here, and yeah, I don't... Thank you for that. I think that is it. Those are the reading plans. Honestly, I don't know how much I'm gonna read because on Friday, Saturday, one of those, I'm going to my friend's house and we are gonna... Honestly, I don't really know what we're gonna do. We might go to the movies. We might go see the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think it comes out on Thursday. So we are probably gonna see that. And then I don't really know what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna be hanging out with her cat, which is always the goal. That is always the goal here. And yeah, that is it. I don't think there's anything else interesting happening for me this week, but we'll see. But either way, welcome to this vlog. Hi, it is Thursday and I just finished filming my wrap up and I talked for over half an hour and I feel exhausted because I had 21 books to talk about because I didn't do a wrap up in March because I only read 4 books, but then I read 17 in April and that was a lot for me. Also, I am sweating from this. It was very hard work. But let's talk about what I have read this week. So I got to page 132 of Babel and I have 23 tabs. Am I okay? No, I am not, because this book is a lot. And most of my tabs, the things that are not, plot, important stuff, or just the writing being amazing, is just anger and sadness, because this book is making me feel things. And I am really loving it. And I love the main character, Robin, so much. And even when they're only talking about their classes, their translation classes, I'm like, this is so interesting. And I've never cared about translation in my life. So there's that. And like I said, the writing is amazing, which is nothing new because I knew that R.F. Kuang's writing was incredible because I've read books by her before. And yeah, I'm really liking this, but like I said, I want to take this one slowly because it is intense. Not in terms of like plot things happening very fast, very crazy, but intense in terms of emotions. And that is what I've read in terms of Babel. And then I'm actually gonna put this under my tripod because that was kind of low. So much better. Then I think I said that I wanted to start a sci-fi series. And it's, I mean, it is sci-fi, but it's more like dystopian, post-apocalyptic. I mean, the apocalypse is still going on thing. So the series is called Newsflash, and the first book, the one I read, was called Feed, and we were following, I mean, three, but mostly two characters, and they were Georgia and Sean, and they were siblings, and they were journalists, and the like apocalypse was a zombie apocalypse, and this happened because I think it was in 2014 that the apocalypse started. Basically, there were virus one was created to cure like the common cold, and another was to cure cancer. And they worked very well, but when they combined, they created something that basically, like, if people have a lot of that virus in their body, they will become zombies. They can turn into zombies like in two ways, basically. But the point is, they become zombies. And it's not like The Walking Dead, where the world has like collapsed. No, the world is still very much functioning like as normal, but there are just areas that have zombies and are like contained there, sort of. And so, like I said, the world is still functioning, and one thing that is happening is elections. And so they are following a presidential candidate, and they are just following everything that he's doing until the elections. And at first, like the first half of the book, I was like, okay, this is interesting, but I'm not like, you know, dying to know what's happening. But then some weird shit started happening. And let's just say that the zombies are the least of their concern, as crazy as that sounds. And I got so much more invested, and I read, I mean, on Monday, like I read a little bit, but then on Tuesday, I finished the book, and this was 600 pages. So let's just say I was very invested to know what was going on. And the end of this book, it caught me off guard. I would never, in a million years, I would never have seen that coming. Like, no way in hell. Especially because, like, the way it was written in a way in which you would never think that this would happen. And then it happened. And I was like, how are we going to move on from this? So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. And I am now 28% into the second one, which is Deadline. And I mean, we are basically seeing how we're moving on from that. And I mean, we're moving on, but also we are not. And yeah, this is insane. And once again, I'm very invested. And in this one, like, there was already like an explosive thing happening pretty much in the beginning. So I am invested from the start. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. And one of the first series I read when I got like back into reading a few years ago was, I don't remember what it was called, but it was by Myra Grant, this author. And this is just giving me those vibes. And I mean, I devoured those books, and I am devouring these ones. And yeah, I am having a lot of fun. And I won't be reading that much more this week though, because I am actually staying at my friend's house from tomorrow, Friday, until Sunday. So pretty much the rest of this week. And I will just read today and tomorrow morning if I wake up in time to read, because I also still have to edit my video for tomorrow, so, you know, won't have that much time. But I mean, I am reading these books very fast, so I mean, could I finish it? Maybe I could, but this is also over 600 pages, so, you know, maybe I can't. And I mean, I haven't even started Caliban's War. It's literally here on my bedside table, so I can start it, but I haven't. And I mean, it's not that I don't want to. I really want to. I want to continue this series, but also I'm obsessed with this one, so I don't know what to do. But I am very excited to go to my friend's house, and I am gonna force her to watch The Last of Us, which means I am gonna suffer through everything that happened there once again. But at least this time I won't be suffering alone, so I guess that makes everything better. And I think I said we are gonna go to the movies. We are gonna watch the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm excited, but also scared for that movie because I am afraid someone's gonna die. But I am mostly excited for these days to stay there with her and her cats. And I don't think I have anything else to say. Nothing else is happening. I mean, I have been talking for 8 minutes, so maybe that is enough anyway. So I will read maybe some more of Babel. I will read definitely some more of Deadline. And I mean, I'll probably only talk to you on Monday when I am back home to finish this vlog, because I don't think I will be updating while I'm at my friend's house. So I will probably see you on Monday with hopefully some reading updates, but probably not that much. Okay, so it is Monday and it's the end of this weekly reading vlog, and I actually finished the second book of that zombie series before I left to go to my friend's house, and it was just like the first, so fun. And actually I was kind of scared in the beginning because we were following a different POV than the one we followed in book one. So I was worried I wouldn't enjoy it as much because I love the POV we followed in the first book, but I actually ended up loving the POV from the second one as well. And I mean, I really like almost every single character. They're all very funny. And yeah, it was insane. And at the end, like literally at the end of the epilogue, there was a reveal that I was just like, what? Even though I'm pretty sure, like, now that he has been revealed, I'm pretty sure I know what's going on, but really exciting nonetheless. And then I went to my friend's house and we watched, like I rewatched The Last of Us. So, and she watched it for the first time and she really liked it. So I'm very happy with that. So I was just like drowning in zombies these last few days, which, I mean, love that. And then we did watch the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and it was so good. It was so much better than I expected. Because, I mean, most of the most recent Marvel movies have not really been that great, but this one was so good. And then we also watched Shang-Chi again. I think it's my fourth time watching that movie, and I mean, because we love it, and it was just as amazing as the other 3 times I watched it. And yeah, I got home yesterday at like 8 p.m. and I did start Caliban's War, but I'm only on page 34. So I mean, not a lot going on there yet, even though like what has happened has me very intrigued. And I just didn't continue because I was very, very tired. But these 30 pages were very interesting. I am intrigued in what is happening. And yeah, excited to continue. But I mean, my goals for this week were to read Babel and Caliban's War, and I barely did either. But I mean, I'm happy with what I did. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think that is everything I have to tell you. So let's just wrap up what I did read. So I only read 87 pages of Babel and I only read 34 of Caliban's War. But then I read Feed, which was 599, and Deadline, which was 608 pages. So that gives me a total of 1,328, which I think is pretty similar to what I read last week, keeping in mind that I barely read for 2 days this week, and one day I read nothing. So I am very happy with that. And yeah, that is everything, and this is the end of this weekly reading vlog. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!